Big Z Reviews. Fresh is a new, weirdly romantic kind of horror film, like slasher flick a little bit, that's on Hulu. And I really enjoyed it. It is a very weird movie, but it's really interesting.
Do you live around here? Because I live on aisle 6. Oh, it's terrible.
Was kind of terrible.
What's his Instagram? I want to stalk a little bit.
He doesn't have one.
Say what?
Yeah.
Oh no, see, that's shady.
Let's play a game. Tell me something you don't want me to know.
I hate this.
Okay.
So this was directed by Mimi Cave, and it mainly stars Daisy Edgar-Jones as Noah and Sebastian Stan as Steve. There's also JoJo T. Gibbs as Molly, Daisy Noah's friend. And like this movie is kind of about like the horrors of modern dating. Like you see, like her go on a really shitty date with a guy, and then see another matching with a guy on Tinder and immediately get sent a dick pic, and like then she kind of sees Sebastian Stan kind of hitting on her in the fruit aisle of a grocery store, and like there's just like he's like really charming and real, and like they kind of hit it off, and like the first like half hour of the movie is kind of like a romance where they feel like maybe they're falling in love. But there are a couple of red flags, mainly when he says that, oh, I don't eat animals, like as him saying that, he doesn't say he's vegan, he doesn't say he's vegetarian, he doesn't say he's a pescatarian, he doesn't say he doesn't eat things with faces. He says, I don't eat animals. And then, And there's also some more red flags where he doesn't have any social media, and doesn't have any presence online, pretty much. But I mean, he invites her on a romantic getaway, and well, it happens that spoiler for the show, but I think it's a lot of that stuff. The actual twist is in the trailer because it happens like 30 minutes in, so that's still in most of the movie. Well, it happens that he's a cannibal, and he also likes to pick up girls, kidnap them, and keep everything fresh, and chop them up bit by bit and sell them to rich men around the globe that also like to partake in some cannibalistic dining. And like when they do like some of that stuff they do, like it's really interesting because like they play with the idea that like she thinks, how could I have fallen for him, but at the same time Sebastian Stan also maybe actually does like her, but like she's different from the other girls that are currently imprisoned and being chopped up, and like there's a lot of interesting stuff here. And there's like more like interesting stuff where she has to like kind of encourage that maybe they can still love each other by eating with him and eating things that may be human. And like one thing though, like if some of the food preparation, it's not that impressive. Like, I feel like they're trying to go like they should have done made the food look amazing, like Hannibal, the show. But I mean, but like that is the food preparers on Hannibal, like they made some of the most like delicious looking food I've ever seen on TV, and most of it was human, and I love that. But like this stuff is just like he made a meatball and some like mediocre looking spaghetti, and he's like, that's a $20,000 dish, and it's like, really? Okay. But like, so essentially Sebastian Stan is Hello Fresh, but for cannibals. And that, but it's and like, it's done really well. Like the horror of it, like the body horror of, being trapped here, but also like still having emotions for this guy, but also still wanting to escape and kill him and get out of there. And, save the other woman that he's having held captive. Like, there's some really interesting stuff. And, like, I love, too, when the shit hits the fan, they're not scared to get pretty gory. Although, at the same time, like, some people, like, do not die. They like to do that whole thing that, like, They things keep going and going, and like they like instead of killing them off, making sure they're dead, they run away. You know, the movie's gonna do what a movie's gonna do. You know, I kind of get annoyed by that trope, but I understand if you don't do that trope, then the movie ends right there. You know, but I think that like there's ways to get around it where a reason why they might be running away, but you know, like I said, that's movies do that. But I really like Daisy Edgar-Jones. Like she was a great performance. Like, she held the whole movie. And then Sebastian Stan also was great as that freaking weirdo. There's a lot of really fun stuff here. Like I thoroughly enjoyed Fresh, and if you have Hulu, you should definitely check it out. Probably give it like an 8.25, 8.5 out of 10. But thanks for watching. If you want to say more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.